All right. What's up, guys? Hope you can hear me. Hope you can see me. Hope everything is all right. If not, always, let me know in the chat. Yeah. What's up, CO? What's up, everybody else in the chat? What's up, O1G? How you doing? I'm good. I'm definitely just didn't sleep that well. Anyways, still excited for the wildcards today. We have a lot more to go, as you pointed out correctly. I think it's 35. So yeah, for everyone today, I'm gonna watch, I think, around like 18, so like half of the remaining, and then tomorrow I'm gonna watch the remaining ones. Is this your what? What's up, guys? What's up? Thanks for everybody being here already. Yeah, I decided to do it earlier than scheduled because Leather is gonna come to my place or to my city, and this way it's easier for us to plan. Sorry for my mic. All right, okay, I'm gonna wait 1 or 2 more minutes and then I'm gonna watch the first wildcard. Okay. Good morning. It's not that early actually for me. It's 11:50, but I'm still a bit tired. But it's gonna be fine. Yes, initially I planned it 14 or like 2 p.m. But this way it's easier for me. I live in Germany, close to Berlin, basically. What's up, Anakin? What's up, Kreisen? Yo, my boy from Germany, future German champ. No pressure. No, I'm joking. 6 for me, I completely forgot. Oh, jeez. 6, wait. 6 in the morning or 6 in the evening? I assume 6 in the morning. Do you teach Loopstation, bro? Like course or something? I do lessons. So you can contact me on Instagram or like email. I have been pretty inactive lately, and I'm sorry for that. For everybody, I haven't answered, but I'll try to do it better. So yeah, you can contact me, and yes, I do lessons. I also have an Instagram post where I explain everything. So yeah, okay. I think that's enough for now, or like enough talking. Let's go to the first wildcard. Good luck judging. Thank you, Benbeat. Thanks. I think your wildcard is also coming, right? I saw it on my list. So let's go. Okay. First of all, we have Bana. I hope I said it correctly. Let's go.
Oh, hi beautiful people. This is Banana and this is my Loopstation wildcard for the GBB2026 World League. Really hope you enjoy.
We will. Why is there so much booze on the table?
Alright, GBB, are you ready for some swing? Thinking when, thinking how, was it then or is it now? All these thoughts are driving me crazy. In this town everyone's cold, no real place to call my own. Streets are empty and my faith is gone. But dancing in my tavern just makes me feel alive. A little glass of whiskey, wine or rum, anything is nice. Alright, GBB, are you ready for a second drop? Cause dancing in my tavern just makes me feel alive. A little glass of whiskey, wine or rum, anything is nice. I keep moving to the songs, they always make me dance.
It's like something inside my heart always like it warms up when I see people like their reactions when they know it's the take, you know, because I've had this for so many times where I like recorded for hours, and when you finally have the take where you think it's good enough, you're so happy usually. So I can relate to that. Yeah, that was very cool. Gotta be honest, very very cool track, cool wildcard. Yeah, as Jedok said, a bit of swing never hurt anyone. That's true. I really like it. It's like refreshing. Yeah, I think overall pretty solid. Let me listen to some of the beginning parts again. A lot of sequencing these days with the drums.
Alright, GBB, are you ready for...
Smart way to record the harmonies. Okay, let's get into it. Then you will lose every brain cell you ever owned when you'll see my reaction after I got my perfect... Okay. Okay, I'm so excited for that. Okay, so let's get to the scoring. Okay, so... First of all, what I can say, what I really like is his performance and the showmanship. Of course, the video supports it as well, but he's really, like, with the suit and the entire setup, I mean, I don't know about all the booze, but other than that, he's really enjoying it, and I really like that. So let me put my points in here first. Really good performance, for sure. Okay, let's go with originality. I think it was fairly original, and not something I've never heard of. But the way he did the chords was interesting, I think, because usually with swing or like these type of genres, you have a lot of like seventh chords. So da 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 da. Basically, it's like I would need my piano right now to play the chords. But like to use the seventh notes, which he didn't do, I think, for most of the chords. Which I wish at some points he did that, but at the same time it made it fairly original, or like it was his own style. So yeah, I think, yeah. Let me do my points. I think that is fair. Musicality wise, I think it was pretty cool. Pitching wise, I think the singing with auto-tune a bit shaky, but other than that, it was groovy. I think it had a good structure overall. Yeah, nothing in particular that I can point out that's a mistake. So let me do that. And technicality, I think the mix overall and the beats was very clean. Nothing too crazy, but like very, very good overall. Pretty solid. Yeah, so let me do this for now. And yeah, I think that is a fair score for him. But yeah, big ups to Banana. I never heard of him before, but it was very cool. Very cool wildcard. Okay. Can he do the 7th? Yeah. He didn't, but it's okay. It's a different 7 we're talking about. Okay, let's continue with Dr. Edem. Yes, I still remember him from last year. I think he was the first guy to submit a wildcard. So let's see what he brings this year. Okay, let's wait a second. Let me check something. Because this is not Dr. Edem, the link I have. Okay, that's a bit odd. Because when I open the link that is in my sheets, instead of Dr. Edem, a different guy's wildcard comes here. Okay, this is pretty confusing, I gotta be honest. Sorry for that. Let me see if the other guy is on the list even. Okay, maybe for the guys in the chat, do you know if Dr. Edem passed the prejudging? Have you seen it? Yeah, so it's like a bit it's a bit confusing right now. Again, in my list, it's the I think I got the wrong link in my list, so I'm just pretty quickly checking if everything is correct before I watch something. Yeah, he passed. Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna watch it right now. I will check it afterwards. I will do my scores if something turns out. But yeah, I think they just posted the wrong link, because in my sheet it's like says Dr. Edem, and when I open it, it's like I think POM or POM from France, who is not on my list. So yeah, that's why I was a bit confused. Sorry, guys. Okay, so then let me pull it up this way, but I will recheck it later. Okay. All right. Nothing happened, guys. Anyways, let's go.
Hey yo people, I am Dr. Idem and this is my wildcard for the Grand Beatbox Battle 2026 World League Loopstation category. Step in the fire, no fear, my chest. Todos los ojos mirando my step, nunca descanso. I'm will for the test. Llevo el esfuerzo metido en la flesh. Dicen a game is blood and sweat. Sigo de pie aunque duela el estrés. Race for the ground, no mercy, no rest. Rompo la ley, I'm never impressed. Light up, no fear, 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 light up, no fear. my chest. Todos los ojos mirando my step, nunca descanso. I'm for the test. Llevo el esfuerzo metido en la flesh. Dicen a game is blood and sweat. Sigo de pie aunque duela el estrés. Rise for the ground, no mercy, no rest. Mercy, no rest. Mercy, no rest. Fighting back, motherfucker. Headshot. Step your ground. Unexpected. Say goodbye, boy. Say goodbye, girl. Adiós a lo que soy y a lo que fui ayer. Say goodbye, boy. Say goodbye, girl. Yo mejor me voy, que ya me cansé.
All right. Very cool. Let me check something again.
Step in the fire, no fear.
Yeah, pretty quick build up. Okay. All right, let's see my scores. I really like the first drop. I think all the details, the laser sounds were pretty cool. Technicality wise, I didn't love the snare, gotta be honest. It wasn't too bad, but I just think the texture could have been a bit different. And I also didn't love the second drop compared to the first one. I think the first one was pretty cool, and the second one was a bit empty, in my opinion. And I think one reason might be that it's like super mono, or like it feels like it doesn't really like fill out the stereo image. I also had the same feeling, yeah, especially with the first drop. But all the details made it up for me, I think. So yeah, let me put in my points here for technicality. It's mainly like a headphone thing. I think live this wouldn't matter as much. But yes, obviously I'm judging the Wildcard with headphones. Musicality, I think the structure was cool. I like the rapping, all the different placements he did, all the ideas he had. I think it's mostly like the execution sometimes that could be a bit more refined. But it's still, yeah, I think the structure overall, it's still a pretty high level Wildcard. I gotta be honest, all of these are pretty nice. Okay, showmanship. Yeah, he has a pretty cool energy, or like the vibe he has is pretty badass. I gotta be honest. He's not necessarily doing super much, but just his energy and the vibes of his performance, I think, is quite dope. So I think he also gets a good score here. And originality, it's fairly original, I would say. It's nothing super crazy I've never heard before, but still a good score. Okay, big ups to Dr. Edom. Okay, let's continue with let me see who's on my list. Kai. Let's see. Let me put this here. Okay. Switch the scene. I'll be honest, the higher texture was a little weird. Yeah, it was. I think there were several sounds where I was like unsure of, but it wasn't like super disturbing or anything. It was still pretty good. Like, I gotta be honest, we're at a point where it's like the critique I can give for a lot of these is like obviously a bit subjective. That's obvious. I'll try to be as objective as I can, but still some of the things are are subjective, but the things are minor to some point where like those are small things. Like with the prejudging, like I would say all of the wildcards or most of the wildcards I've had so far were pretty decent at least. Yeah. Okay. That being said, let's continue.
Yo!
Yo.
This is Sky from Belgium, and this is my wildcard for the GBB2026 World League Loopstation category.
Okay.
Hope you enjoy.
Silent cooking.
It's all meaningless. No matter what dream or hope you had, no matter how blessed the life you lived, we all die. But does that mean our lives are meaningless? Would you say that of our slain comrades, what about their lives? Were they meaningless? They were not. Their memory serves as an example to us all. The great fallen, the anguished fallen, their lives have meaning because we, the living, refuse to forget them. As we ride to certain deaths, we trust our successes to do the same for us. SyJo, SyJo. My soldiers, fight! Damn to know what's right anymore. Well, it is what it is. As a warrior, no road left but the one that leads to GBB 2026. My soldiers push forward. My soldiers scream out. My soldiers fight. SyJo. My soldiers fight.
Okay, that's what I wanted to check out. Original lyrics from original track from Attack on Titan, because this was, yes, I know, yes, we did this speech before. I just did it better. Okay, fair enough. Okay, but this is what I was asking myself if I've heard this before. Sounded pretty familiar. Okay, anyways, I like that he said this in the end. I like that he was honest with this, so it's way easier to just find out. And if you own it, then I think it's fine. It's your decision to do cover or like not copy. I wouldn't even call this the copy or whatever. But if you use something that from some other source, then I think that's the best way to do it. Okay, that was pretty cool. I like the synth, and like he went right in after a couple of seconds of silent cooking. I think with the speech, it worked, but going to the first drop, it felt a bit underwhelming, which sounds harsh. It was still cool, but there wasn't really much else happening compared to the part before. I really like the last parts with the way he crunched all of the sounds. Sounds pretty cool. I wish it was a bit more stereo, and I gotta be honest, guys, with the preamp, it just converts everything to mono. That's why I like to use vocal disc these days, because that's the only effect from the distortion stuff, I think, that keeps the stereo. So it's hard to do this, but if it sounded a bit fuller, that would be awesome. Other than that, it's pretty nice. It's super nice to listen to. Sometimes I think the talking is a bit. I think it's a lot. Maybe a bit less would have been better in my opinion. But still, yeah, that's most of what I'm gotta say to this Wildcard. Still pretty good job. Also never heard of him before, but super cool. Okay, so technicality, it's pretty decent. I would say some things that could be improved, as I said, with the stereo imaging, or the overall mix. But minor things. Musicality, I think it's pretty musical. I like it. Could have been a bit more diverse in my opinion, but other than that, also pretty good. And showmanship, I think good performance. It's most of the guys. He's feeling it. I'm convinced by his speech. And yeah, I think originality, other than than taking these lyrics, or like I'm not even sure if he took them from, like, he said lyrics from, okay, so he took them from Attack on Titan, I guess, but still I would say he made his own thing out of it, so yes, I won't steal too many points there. Okay, pretty cool. Hey Bronny, what's up? Almost missed it. Yo bro, just wanted to say thanks again for your nice comments yesterday. It means a lot from you, being a huge inspiration to my style. Talk soon. Yeah, man, Bronny, as I said already yesterday, I think this was your best work. And yeah, was super nice listening to. So big ups. Yeah, keep going. Appreciate your words. Yeah, I had an issue about this last month at Turkish Champs LoL, the preamp monopod. Yeah, it's so annoying, right? It's super annoying that the Loopstation does this. Like with the Helix, you had one part with the distortions where it just said like mono, stereo, or I don't know what the name was of the third category, but this was also in stereo. Yeah. Yo, Rage, what's up? How are you, man? Great Wildcard. As you might have seen from my reaction yesterday. Yeah, I'm doing great. Hope you are as well. Okay, I think that's that with this Wildcard. Let's continue with, this time I hopefully have the correct link. Could you just use lo-fi or vocal disc, which is stereo? Yeah. It's I almost only use distortion in the drops, or like the vocal disc, and sometimes lo-fi, but it's so goddamn annoying. It's like, and the vocal disc used to not do this. They made an update. I remember this when they put it in their like updates, like patch notes, whatever. I was like, oh, okay. But why only for vocal disc? Why only for that distortion? I don't understand it. Anyways, yeah. Let's stop yapping. Let's continue with Scrapper. Let's go.
Scrapper from France. And this is my wildcard for the GBB 2026 in Loopstation category.
Et puis je sombre dans la folie, je vois son visage dans l'ombre, il paraît idolé. Le zombifiant la conscience et sans le corps intact, torturant sans aucun tact, en défiant toutes les sciences. Et pourtant, chaque membre est perforé d'un simple fil bougeant, mes muscles atrophiés. Ne vous fiez pas à sa jolie facette, un claquement de doigts, tu deviens sa marionnette. Toute puissance, elle me fait marcher au pas sans même que j'en ai conscience. Vibrant au rythme des violons sans même les entendre. De la flamme brûle en moi, jusqu'à me réduire en cendres. Chaque muscle bougeant pour elle le fait avec ferveur. Est-ce un signe d'amour ou bien d'emprisonnement? Suis-je enfermé dans un rêve, dans sa toile au fil des ans?
Wow. Okay. Sick. Very, very sick. Instantly, I can say that's the best I've heard from Scrapper. I think that's the best track I've heard. All the most complete. Super nice. Yeah. Very nice piece, I would say. The build up for me took a bit, or like he had the same chords and the same beat for quite a time, but I think it was worth it. The drop is sick. I love the details. These parts are super cool. I only wish that the bass in the beginning was like more full. I think it's a lot of sub and high frequencies, and then the middle there's not really anything, which I can see from a mixing standpoint works well, especially when he puts vocal with it. But I think for the impact of the drop, I think it could. Yeah, I wish it would hit a bit more, But that's basically the only thing. Other than that, the drop is super cool. I love the details. I love the hi-hat, the thing. It's super sick. Yeah, no, and the last part is also very, very beautiful. And that's the thing, guys. Usually people do this 2-drop structure in their tracks, which works. But I can tell you from my own experience as well, if you do one sick drop and then a nice outro or nice singing in the end, it's like that's worth it. If the drop is sick and the vocal is nice, or like the Cardona approach, or like I don't know how to call it, that's better than trying to force a second drop that is like just there, so there is a second drop, if that makes sense. Yes. Do we have a doc or score sheet? Is that private? Yes, I will not show it, because I can tell you guys, I'm not allowed to show it. I'm not allowed to show anything, I think, and I also don't want to. But I will publish that in the end, or like I will give you at least my rankings, but I think I will also give you my scores. Just like Afterlife. Yes, I made, that's advertisement for my own track. Anyways, okay, so let's do my scores. Again, super sick Wildcard. Technicality, it's high for sure. Again, I have some, with the mix, he has a lot of, like he has a good sub and a lot of highs, but I think in the middle department, in the mid, sometimes it's a bit lacking. And I know that it sounds cleaner in some parts, but yeah, I just wish there was a bit more in that department. But other than that, super technical, very clean, very consistent, all the criterias that I have, and super complex as well, I would say. So yeah, that gets a good score for sure. Musicality also high, definitely. I also like his singing. I like the full performance. I like him singing in French. It's like, it just fits the entire vibe of the track. It's super nice. Okay. So also a good score for sure. Showmanship, he's performing it well. And I think it's pretty original as well. I think that's definitely getting a higher score, because this type of stuff I haven't. No, with the drop, it's like, of course, you have heard similar stuff sometimes, but I think the overall piece is pretty original, and all the ideas he put together. So yeah, great job. Nothing else to add. Very, very good Wildcard. Ooh, sick. Okay. Okay. Let's continue in my list with Yarugor's from Spain. Oh, Yarugor's into Niels. Okay. That's gonna be fun. All right. All right. Let's go.
Yo guys, I'm Yarugor from the Basque Country, and this is my wildcard for the GBB 2026 Loopstation category. Hope you like it.
Yes.
Tirado en el puto mindset. Sigo, yo no paro y no me rindo. Ese es el castigo y no lo miro yo. Yes. Está aquí, se lanzaos. Está aquí, te da universidad. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye, bye. Nik zure ginta, zuk nire ginba. Beste plan badakazu, atea irekie. Atea irekie. Atea irekie.
Okay. All right. Okay. Pretty cool. Pretty sick. The vocal technique he was using reminds me a lot of how Niels records his tracks. I don't know if he showed him or anything. I don't think it's too big of an issue. Like a lot of people these days use similar techniques. It's just something I noticed. Okay, so let's get to my sheet. Okay, so I think the Wildcard overall, it's cool. It just for me doesn't have the same. It could be a bit more complex. The sound design itself is cool, and all the parts he did as well, but it wasn't super, yeah, anything super special. But that being said, it's not necessarily like a super bad thing. It's just something for me to consider. Yes, so yeah, musicality. Very nice harmonies. Also the entire vibe of the track. It's like it's easy to listen to, and I like this. I like this type of music. It's like the same with Mr. Isu's Wildcard, for example. It's not there to like blow me off my chair, but it gets me thinking and gets me in a nice mood. And that is super cool. That being said, think structure-wise it could be improved, or there could I would have made different choices. Because this part, it's cool, but for me it doesn't really, I don't really, the structure doesn't really speak to me, if that makes sense. Like I personally don't really feel the red line, or how you say in German, roter Faden, whatever, the like from start to finish, and you think like, oh, that makes sense. For me, some of the parts, they don't really make sense being placed to where they are. But that being said, that is also something that's super subjective, I would say. But yeah, still something I noticed. Showmanship, I like the way he's performing the track. He's matching the energy, the vibe of the song. And I think it's fairly original, so I'll give him decent points for this. Okay, nice. But so like I've known Yarugor for some time, and I think this is also one of his best, if not his best tracks, or like his best pieces of work. So yeah, good job, man. Okay, let's continue with Niels. Okay. And let's go.
Hi, I'm Niels, and this is my wildcard for the GBB2026 World League for the Loopstation category. I really hope you like it.
All right. Yeah, big ups to all of these people. Let me show it again. Everyone working on the video. Great video. Great sound overall. Such a nice piece. Okay. So first of all, before I say anything, I gotta be honest. I know this track. Yo, what's up, Niels in the chat? What's up, MH? Everyone joining. So I've already heard this track at GBB. He showed it to me. I listened to it at the sound check, so obviously I know it. So it's not the first impression. Yet still, I think the effect isn't any less. It's like such a nice piece, and I don't really even want to say too much, or I don't really want to critique it. I gotta be honest. For me, I think one of the only things I can think of is like the lyrics. I wish I could understand them a bit more. But other than that, I think with last year when I watched the live stream, I said with September, I said that the structure for me didn't make a lot of sense at some points. With this one, I don't have this feeling at all. I think it's very cohesive as a piece. It's very, I feel fulfilled after listening to it and when it's done. Such a sick piece, yes. You're right, MH. So yeah, that being said, let's get to the points. Technicality, super smooth sound design, pretty Niels-like sound, which is a compliment for sure. The panned doom 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 things during the drop, and also the panned sequencer melodies is super nice. It feels very full. I think with the bass, sometimes with this boom 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 pattern, for the last part, for me, I wish there was maybe a slight bit more variation with that, but it's, I think, very minor. Very small point. So yeah, technicality super high, super clean sound, just very smooth, very complex, very clean, very nice sound design. Yeah, not much more to say. Musicality, of course, also super high. I also I like the singing. I like his singing a lot in this. I just wish I could understand the lyrics a bit more. But with the Osbot and all the harmonies going with the singing at the same time, it's super nice. So this also gets a high score for sure. Showmanship, it's everything you want from this song. Of course, the video also really adds to that. The video is super sick, and no, not much to add. Like high performance points for sure, high showmanship, and it's super original. I don't think I gotta argue. Like, I don't think anyone needs to argue with that. I think it's, you can hear it's a Niels track the moment it begins, I would say. Or like of course when his voice comes in anyways, but still it's super unique. And I haven't heard something like this, in Loopstation or in general. So pretty high score there as well. And that's all I gotta say. It's really, I'm trying to think about stuff that I could critique, but there's just not a lot. So actually it's not original because he sings and Myro already does that. That is true. Okay, 0 points originality, last place. Anyways, let's move on to the next. Big ups, Niels. Hope to see you soon. Yes, and let's move on to D-Do. Let me put that here. Okay, I'm just gonna read the message. I understand the critique on the bass not changing though at the end, but it was so hard to introduce changes so that the sound didn't get too messy. I fully understand that. It's usually when people say, like, they critique your track and they say, oh, just do this and just do that, and it's like sometimes it's not that easy. Sometimes you just don't have effects left, or if you change the effects, the sound gets worse a lot, and it's something of, it's way easier to say than to actually do it. That's my point. So I'm not saying you could have easily done this or that, blah blah blah. It's sometimes hard. But it's really a stretch for me trying to figure out something that could be improved or that you could have done differently, but still it's super nice, and it's a very small thing. So don't worry about it too much. All right. So that being said, now let's continue with Didu. Did you have any assigns left, Niels? Yeah, that's the usual question I have with like when Leonard and I when we give each other feedback. And it's like first question is, do you have assigns left? do you have any way to change stuff? And it's like, yeah, it's the classic. Nope. Yes. Classic as well. All right. Let me continue with Didu.
This is Jedok from France, and this is my Loopstation wildcard for the GBB2026 World League. Your body knows. It knows a way to feel alive. Motion creates emotion. Dance with me. There's a truth your body knows. You've gotta dance with me. Dance with me, dance with me. Come on, move your body. Dance with me, dance with me. Dance with me, dance with me. Come on, move your body. Dance with me, dance with me.
All right. Nice. Super cool. Very, very cool. Also, big ups for Didu and all the other female competitors or female loopers that decide to do a wildcard. And I'm not just saying that because my girlfriend also did a wildcard. I'm not just saying that because of that, but because it's like it will make our scene better, I think. And this is super cool. Like this is a female voice, and especially like without auto tune, with the way she sings, it's super refreshing. Very, very cool. Okay. Okay, so obviously judging this, I have to be harsh on some points. Yeah, because I have to. Not because I want to, but because I have to. So yeah, technicality, there are a lot of things, like the snare, for example, for me, it's It's a bit too early with the kick. Try to listen to it. Whoa. It's not too bad, but it's like it's a bit off time in my opinion. Complexity wise, also it's like, yeah, it feels a bit empty in some parts, but at the same time that's the I would say the charm of this track. So I don't even want to talk too much on this. It's like, yeah, let me do my points for this, but I think that's the biggest thing I can say to this wildcard. Musicality wise, it's very nice, very refreshing, super cool. So let me give my points here. Her voice fits super nice into the track, and yeah, it's like I like the chords. I like it as a musical piece. Very easy to listen to. Showmanship, it's the fact that she's smiling throughout the whole track, or like almost like that she's just, yeah, she likes what she's doing, and that's super cool to see. And I would say it's also fairly original. So I think that is, yeah, that's a fair score. I think I'm fine with that. Okay, yeah, but still, thank you so much, Didu, for this wildcard. Okay, and now let's move on with, I think we have Benbeat. I don't know if you're still in the chat, but you probably already know that you are next, if I'm assuming correctly. Okay, let me pull it up. Okay. Switch the scene. Yeah. I'm usually smiling because I'm getting crazy on take 103. I mean, yeah, it's yeah, that's totally valid. Like at a certain point, for me, I just get so, like, my face gets more and more serious. Like, you know, in the beginning, I'm like, okay, let's do this. And then in the end, it's like, come on, let's do this. Like, it has to be the take. It's like, when I did this traction, I recorded for 4 hours and I was in a bad state in the end. So yeah, last year with Raindrops was actually, I think, the 3rd take, which was crazy to me. Yeah. I'm watching it in upload order, yes. I have my list, and it's like, I'm just going by list, and I think this is in upload order and how they did the prejudging as well. So yeah. How many languages do you know? I think this question is pointed towards me. I unfortunately only speak German and English. I've had French in school, but I just know words and I can understand some stuff, but I cannot really talk in French. And I'm trying to learn Japanese a bit. So yeah, I usually learn my track when I start recording. Bro, MH, you're one of a kind. I love it. It's so it usually takes a bit more than 4 hours, but it's still, you know, respect that you can do this. I had the same thing with Warrior in 2024, where I could, like, the lyrics, I didn't really have them, I didn't fully memorize them, so I had to write them on the wall. And yeah, it was bad. I was regretting it. I was regretting that I did it this way. So yeah, but it's no, it's such an MH thing to do. I love it. Okay. Anytime I try to record something for the first time, it takes like 2 hours, and then after I get the take, I can perform it. Okay, yeah. No, I also get that. That the moment the moment you have the take and you perform it, it's like all the issues you've had before, they go away. Also, with when you're recording it or you're live on stage, you do mistakes you never did before while practicing, like missing the button or like hitting a fader or stuff like this. So yeah, I know this stuff. Anyways, enough yapping. I've kept you waiting for a long time, so let's go with Benbeat.
My name is Benbeat from Romania, and this is my Loopstation Wildcard GBB2026.
true love. But ever since I met you, I realized I always looked for the wrong signs. But now everything will be fine. Every time I think about you, my heart keeps burning inside. Cause you truly make me feel alive. And every time I look in your eyes, I'm drowning in love. Every time I think about you, my heart keeps burning inside. Cause you truly make me feel alive. And every time I look in your eyes, I'm drowning in love.
Great, nice. I think we should make a compilation video of like loopers when they have the perfect take, or not just loopers, but musicians when they have the perfect take with the delay. Yeah, that's a banger. Okay, very cool, very nice. Let's get into it. Okay, I think as a musical piece, again, there's not much I want to point out. I think it has very nice structure, very easy to listen to. Yeah, so let's start with let's go the other way. Let's do originality first. Okay, so one guy also pointed it out in the chat, and I had the same moment where I thought like the first two chords sounded like, I think, AVH Dancing Summer. Yeah, and then of course it changes. But also with the doom 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 type of bass, or I don't know, percussion type of thing. And also the grand delay on top. It reminded me a bit of AVH, but more so in the build-up of the track and in the beginning. I think right afterwards it doesn't. I think it's his own thing. But yeah, that's mainly my biggest point for that. So yes, I will take that into account. But on the other hand, I think he made his own piece out of it, so it's not too bad. Performance-wise, I don't love when people sit in their wildcards, I gotta be honest. But I think with this track it works, and he still is performing it very well. So yes, also good points on the showmanship. Musicality, again, as a piece, I like it. I like the structure. There's nothing wrong with it. I think some of the singing parts, and yeah, you know me, I do have these days or like these wildcards where also my singing isn't perfect, but the rest is perfect, so I still take it, but it's still something to take into account. Yeah, also but that's the next thing with technicality. Anyways, but still super nice structure, very round composition, just No, nothing to add. Nothing to add, I would say. Very cool. So good points for that. No, not that. Okay. I almost typed in a number that isn't possible. Okay, and for technicality, that's I think my biggest issue, or like where I will be harsh. I think the kick is, of course, it's not, you know, a bass house track where the kick needs to be on like in the front of the mix, but it's still, for me, it's a bit too quiet, especially when everything is playing. Like, it works, but I think it's a bit tiny bit too quiet. Okay, the doom doom thing is also, I think, really, it has a lot of this, like when you put the Q up in the EQ and like the notes, it's very present. I wish it wasn't that present, but it's a small thing. I think, for example, here it works with the kick, but the more stuff is playing, the more it gets a bit drowned in the mix, for me at least. Okay, but still good points for technicality. And yeah, big ups Benbeat, very nice track. As a song, I really don't have anything to criticize or to say, because I think structure-wise, as a musical piece, yeah, it's very, very round and very nice listening to it. Okay, nice one. Okay. All right, so let's continue with Jedok. Nice, okay. Heard him at UK Champs before, saw him in the chat earlier. I don't know if he's still there. He is. Singing is really hard to master if you don't hard focus on it. For me, what I realized when I play piano and when I sing without anything else and I can really focus on it, it's like it feels easy for me. But with Loopstation, there is so much to consider and so much to think about that sometimes my singing, I hear it afterwards. I'm like, ugh. And I don't want to make too many excuses, but I definitely feel the statement, like with everything we have to do, at the same time, hitting every note perfectly is hard. So, all right. So, that being said, do I have the right scene? No, I don't. Then let's switch and let's go.
Yo, what is up? My name is Jedok, and this is my wildcard for the GBB 2026 World League Loopstation category.
Welcome to the Cybers. at your worst. It'll take you, it'll break you. There's a murder in the cybers. A conquest, it'll beat you at your worst. It'll take you, it'll break you. There's a murder in the cyberverse.
Wow. Very cool, very cool. Okay, let me see this again.
Break you. Cybers.
Okay. All right. Yeah, very sick. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so let's start with technicality again. I think the track overall is has a good mix. There are some parts where I don't love it. I think it was especially this part where the drums are really quiet and the bass is super loud. In the drop, I think the mix is very nice. And itself, the drops itself, especially the first drop, I really like. The last drop is also cool. Some of the notes, these things, I think it's a bit much, but that's more, preference. Other than that, the drops are super sick. Yes, so sound design definitely very high level. Yes, again, some of the mixing stuff I have to consider, but other than that, good score for technicality for sure. Musicality is where I have to be harsh, I think, because I definitely think that the build-up takes too long. And don't get me wrong, I also have tracks where the drop happens at minute 2. But in my opinion, it has to be worth it, and the time before needs to be interesting. And I think the Welcome to the Cybers stuff, that's cool, but after that, there is just this part is cool, but it's like those Osbots, bass plus chords or whatever, the notes. It just takes too long, and I think it's not. The track loses a bit of the attention in the middle parts. So yeah, composition-wise and structure-wise, I have to be a bit harsh on this. But other than that, musically, the drop structure and the rhythm of all the elements is super cool. So yeah, it's not gonna get too many points deducted. Showmanship, I hate the camera angle, gotta be honest, but I know that sometimes with the way the room is set up, it's like, of course it's possible, but yeah, I know that some people have different options than other people, but still, I think the performance is nice. he's feeling it, but yeah, I just don't really like the camera angle. Okay, so let me put my points here. And I think originality-wise, I think the drop is fairly original. I like it. The other parts I've heard this type of stuff or this type of bass before, especially this like preamp, this Osbot bass. But still, I think it's fairly original. Okay, but still, yeah, good job. I think the drop with Alive, this drop hits very hard, and I think the drop is really, really cool. Okay. Camera angle is sort of the only angle I had at the back of the loop of me. Yeah, trust me, I know that you didn't choose this as the best angle for sure, but it's like, yeah, it's of course something I have to consider. Yo, Leonard, what's up in the chat? Shout out to Leonard. But yeah, other than that, I realized that it gets a bit repetitive. It's just sometimes you need to re-listen to your tracks and you need a bit of distance to the track. So like after practicing it for like weeks, you hear it again, you're listening to it again, and then you're realizing these type of things. So yeah, I think that's the biggest part where this track can improve. Other than that, it's pretty cool. All right. But yeah, keep doing what you're doing, man. Okay, so let's continue with Monal from France. Put this here. And change the scene. Let's go.
Hello, my name is Monal. I'm from France, and this is my Loopstation Wildcard.
Sorry, I need to pause the ironing board with some candles. I just for some reason reminds me of a certain person.
Underground Beatbox Battle 2026. Puisque le récit semble toucher à sa fin, puisque l'encrier n'est plus vraiment à moitié plein, je m'en sers pour graver un dénouement heureux. Mais des chapitres supplémentaires l'auraient rendu mieux. Le dernier regard que tu as posé sur moi, la dernière mélodie qui fut jouée par ta voix, des souvenirs un peu flous qui demeurent toutefois chaleureux, mais qui n'avaient pas prévenu, ils pensaient faire au mieux. Puisque c'est là que nos routes se séparent, est-ce que je dois vanter ma mémoire? Puisque c'est là que nos routes se séparent, est-ce que je dois apprendre à dire au revoir? Je sais bien qu'il n'en sera pas autrement. Je promets de ne pas exhiber mes pleurs trop longtemps. Le soleil retardera si je me convainc qu'il plaît, que l'on ne regrette rien et que comme ça c'est sûrement mieux. Maintenant que tu pars, et même si tu laisses un creux, on ne t'en veut pas, car on ne trouvera jamais mieux.
Wow, nice.
Je sais bien qu'il n'en sera pas autrement. Je promets de ne pas exhiber mes pleurs trop longtemps. Le soleil retardera si...
So cool. I love that he's going for that note, and it's like, I also love that he's singing without autotune. I know tracks from Monal from the past where he was singing with autotune and it was really shaky, but he has a decent voice. It sounds nice. It's also super nice that he sings in French. It feels super honest. And yeah, guys, sing without autotune. What can I tell you? Sometimes it helps. I also sometimes use it for certain more harmonics. Like for example, in Afterlife, I did it for like the harmony type of vocal. But for the leads, I wouldn't use it if you don't have to. I think it sounds so much better. Even if some notes are off, it sounds better than this autotune shaking, whatever. So yeah, big ups. I really like it. Yeah, it's very, very unique, I would say. So I want to start with this. I want to start with the originality of this track because I think it's super original for loops. I've heard music like this before, but in loops, it's very original. I want to reward him for that because, yeah, it's a very nice song. Showmanship also high for sure. He's like, it's super honest. Like it's such like that's the best word for me. Such an honest performance of this song. Yes, so musicality. Let's go with this. The composition and the structure, I have nothing to add. When it comes to the use of like dynamics, it's I think a bit. It's kind of in this area where like I feel like it was all on the same level. And I know that this track is not trying to blow you away with like drops or anything, but I still felt like it was always this type of dynamic. Like it wasn't super quiet, it wasn't super loud. I think he could have done a bit more with this. Other than that, I think musicality wise it's very good. With the technicality, I gotta be honest, I don't love the mix. It's clear and you can hear everything, but in my opinion, it sounds a bit thin. Like in the mid departments, there are some frequencies missing, and I don't think it sounds as full as it could. So I'm gonna be a bit harsher on this. Except that, not much to add. Yeah, super nice track. Very nice song, and please more of this, more of that type of stuff. Okay. All right, very cool. Guys, I'm gonna do a short, like very short break because I really have to pee, and yeah, otherwise I cannot focus. So see you in 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. What did I miss? Yo, Martin, what's up? Nice to see you again. Minus 50 points by default because he's French. Said what? Hey, yo. Whoa. Whoa. What did you just say about the French? Okay. That's okay, that's yeah. That's a beef. I really need a beef between MH and Martin. I think that would be fun. I'm joking, obviously. Didn't know that judges peed. Yeah, occasionally we do, I would say. Especially if you drink a lot of caffeine stuff with a lot of sugar. That happens pretty fast. All right, cool. I'm dying. Please don't. Okay. Okay. Let's continue with Mars from the US. I think. I hope. Okay. Switch the scene and let's go.
Yo, this is Mars, and this is my wildcard for the GBB 2026 World League Loopstation category. As a big shout out to Justin, Mal, KFB, and Josh.
Hope I will be ranked high. You will be ranked last, Martin. Yes. Take that.
Thank you.
All right.
Down, knock it on, knock it on. Down, 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 knock it on, knock it on. Down, knock it on, knock it on. Down, knock it on, knock it
Damn. All right. Okay. Really happy really happy I watched that. Okay. Damn. There's a lot to talk about. First of all, love you, Martin. Second of all, yeah, sick. What a sick track. What a sick idea. I've noticed some things, but yeah. So okay. Let me start with originality first. I think it's very original. It's like, yeah, I don't know. It's like it's a mixture between a lot of things I've heard in terms of style, but this stuff, no, I think it's fairly original. The sound design is super sick. So yeah, let me go. I think yeah. Anyways, weird order, but whatever. So the technicality, the sound design is sick, like very sick. Somebody also said no cables. I also see no cables here. Not saying, you know, that like it doesn't mean just because you have cables means you have easier sound design, whatever. No, but I think it's more impressive to get very, very good sound design without it, with less effects. So it's super sick. Also very consistent, very clean. All the points I have here in my sheet. Super complex. The frequency mix in the second drop, it was a bit. I think the bass is very loud. You cannot hear the drums as well as with the first drop. By the way, how sick is that part where he transitions to the drop? I was confused at first and I wasn't sure if I like it. And it's like fake drop. It's a bit confusing, I think, but the idea is super sick and super unique. Okay, so slightly less points than I wish this had because of the mixing stuff I was talking about. But other than that, super sick. Musicality, I wish like there's a middle part where it feels a bit repetitive to me. Other than that, like the musical ideas, all the different rhythms in the bass sound design and all the different elements, especially like in the these breaks, it's so sick. The glitchy type of sound, yeah, it's so good. So yeah, very musical. Again, like I wish the structure was a bit less repetitive, but still super cool. Yeah, performance. He's performing it well. So yeah, pretty good wildcard. Not much. Like, of course, there's stuff to critique, but I think overall it's pretty impressive. I really like how unique it is. Yeah, I think he really likes Ray Volp. The vocals remind me of that. I don't know that artist, but it's still, yeah. Anyways, yeah, very sick. Big ups to Mars. Okay. Let's move on with, we have Leo. Okay. Just for you guys, I'm probably gonna stream for 1 more hour today. So I've made my mark. The last thing I'm gonna watch is probably Unhinged's Wildcard. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more for today. And then I have basically the same amount for tomorrow, or like I think I'm gonna do the next stream tomorrow. It's timing wise, it's the best for me. All right, so yeah, just for your information, let's put the link in and let's go with Leo. Let's go.
Before the wildcard, I want to say, I don't use anyone else's presets. Everything I create is from my own research and hard work. Anyway, let's go.
Okay,
I want to say, I don't use anyone else's presets. Everything I create is from my own research and hard work. Anyway, let's go.
Yo guys, I'm Neil from Japan, Taiwan, and this is my wildcard for Benbeat Box Battle 2026 Loopstation category. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's go.
Light fades away. The universe split. An urgent progress starts. Now, it's time to save the galaxy. We don't want to stay, we need to go away. All fate will be decided on this day. 5 meters, I never lose my way. No matter what people say, guarantee boss hope and dream. Filled with determination now. Start the program. Occurs. It goes in the wrong directions. Your world is smaller. She will find the impact or regret it. Just concentrate, and the fight begins.
All right. Okay. Let me listen to that last part again. For some reason, it feels off time in this part, and I'm not sure if that's because of the bass, because if the melody is sequenced, it should be perfectly with the drums. Maybe the drums are a bit late, like from the recording, because it sounds a bit like the sequencer sounds early. Okay. All right. So how do I approach this? Okay. So if you missed it, yeah, by the way, for the question, there's a question in the chat. I will not show my rankings until the wildcards are announced. afterwards, because obviously this would spoiler stuff and you would know my votes. So no, I will really reveal it. I will do a live stream after the decision was made, and then I will explain to you my rankings and why I did what I did. Maybe show you my points if you want to see this. So yeah, okay. So with this wildcard, in the beginning he says it's his own research and hard work, and he doesn't use anybody's presets, which is, that's fair. It's nice of him to say this. And it's impressive that he made all these sounds by himself, but I gotta be honest, it sounds like Mahiro a lot from just the sound design. The drums already the kick. Then of course if you record the sine wave or the square wave or whatever, the synth sound, it kind of sounds the same, but he also does this sequenced part with the octave and then slows it down. So it really reminds me of Mahiro Goliath. Yeah, of Mahiro's Goliath, in my opinion. So yeah, and I believe that is his own preset, but yeah, it's as you said, Lanky, it's heavily inspired, in my opinion. So originality-wise, that has to be considered. I have to be harsh on this. It sounds sick, of course, but yeah, I have to consider this. Showmanship, I think he's doing a good performance for sure. Musicalities. There are some parts with the structure that I don't really understand the choice behind it. It doesn't really feel like one cohesive piece, if that makes sense. It's complex for sure, but I would say sometimes a bit too much in some parts. I think the drops, to come back to the originality part, the drops I think are fairly original. Or this, I haven't heard this exact thing. Or the second drop. I mean, of course, it kind of sounds similar to what other people with cables do, but still, give him that. Anyways, with the musicality, I think the structure feels a bit off sometimes, or like a bit forced, if that makes sense. Yeah, and like the timing thing with the sequencer is something that threw me off a bit. Okay. Technicality, I think mixing wise there are some parts where it's very loud and like a lot happening. So definitely there could be improvements. Other than that, the sound design is sick, obviously. The sound design is sick. So let me do it like this, and I think I am happy with these points. All right, okay. Okay, let's move on. We have Cartoy from Spain. Change the scene. All right. Thanks, Chaos. So he said basically in German, he said hi, and he said you should definitely stay online because he really likes me as a judge, and yeah, that's definitely what he said in the chat. Nothing else, trust me. Okay, let's continue with. No, don't open this. Let's continue with Cartoy. Let's go.
Hello, this is Cartoy from Spain, and this is my wildcard for the GBB 2026 World League. I hope you're going good. Yeah.
Thanks.
Cause don't worry about it, worry about me. Now I want to sing until the end. Na 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 na. Na 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 It's easy, okay? Yeah. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Old school and new school, looper of the GBB. I'm the old school and new school, looper of the GBB.
Sick. Okay. Thanks, Slather, for your message. Okay, so let me start off with what I liked most. I think it's the trumpet part in the drop. That's super cool. In general, he's really performing the track like an like he had an instrument. Like he's really playing the loop station like an instrument. I'm not saying that the other people don't do this, but with him it really feels like that. And he's doing a lot. He's super engaged with the track, and yeah, showmanship. This is definitely one of the best performances I've seen. Yeah, I also think it's fairly original. Musicality wise, I think it's a bit. Yeah, dynamically, it's a bit kind of the same in some parts. And I think, yeah, there's definitely some stuff where I'm thinking, okay, there's some... Sorry, I have words right now. Sorry, it's hard to explain. I think there are parts where it feels a bit, like, yeah, repetitive. And I think... the structure lacks a bit. Other than that, it's a cool song. It's just I think there could be more stuff happening, which is also one thing with technicality or like complexity. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I think it's a good piece overall. It has a strong identity as a song. Okay, technicality. I think. The drums could definitely be a bit stronger, especially the kick. I think it doesn't really come through with the drop in the mix. So yeah. Other than that, I would say it's quite clean. Also, like the drum fill he's doing. That's cool, and that's also really hard to do. So yeah. I like it, but I think technicality-wise, this track could improve the most, in my opinion. I just think, yeah, mainly in the drums department. Because other than that, the bass is nice, but just not. Yeah, I think in the mix with the drums, it doesn't really work how it should. Still, really cool track. Big ups to Cartoy, and yeah, let's move on with Nosuke from Noske. Nosuke? Anyways, he will say it's better than I'm gonna do it. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I have to reply to my boy Slather real quick. Alright. Easy. Alright, then. Stop typing or ban. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, you get banned by my moderators. Okay. Let's continue with
Okay, this is hello. My name is Noske. This
Noske,
is my wildcard
okay.
for GBB2026 Loopstation category. よろしくお願いします。
どうものすけです。よろしくお願いします。3、2、1、Let's dance。同じ世界で息をしていて何も見えず君を知っていてもしも一つ夢が叶うなら恋の記憶胸高鳴るから待ってたって出会っていってない期待しない気配のない世界も目の前に出てこないで優しい僕は何もできない完璧だと思っていたけどありえないかな雲が晴れていても弱い僕だろうと誰に惹かれてもそう同じ景色を止まらない僕の想いは溢れてしまえば間違えても構わないさ今すぐそばに
Okay. So many great songs this year. Gotta be honest. So many, yeah, just like complete song pieces. I really like it. Really think this is great for our scene because this is not just battle rounds and fat drops, but like the music behind it. So yeah, big ups to everybody. Okay, so scoring wise, there were a few things I noticed. Technicality wise, the mix, once the vocal comes in, during the chorus of the song, I wouldn't call it drop, it's like a chorus. The drums are quiet. I think this melody is quite loud. And with the vocal, it like the mix, I know it's hard, especially when you sing on top of like a drop or like a loud part. It's hard to get a good mix, especially with the Loopstation, but it's still something I need to consider. Complexity wise, it's not the wildest track I've heard, but it has a lot of cool elements, I would say. Yeah, so technicality, let me put my score. Musicality, structure wise, I really like the composition. I think some of the transitions could be better. This, for example. I think instead of just saying 3, 2, 1 or something, I think he could have maybe introduced it with like twist or a filter, or like just introduced the chorus of the song better, in my opinion. But it's still structurally a cool song. I like that he's singing without autotune. I think he has a nice voice, and it's especially when he adds the harmonies, it's very pleasant to listen to. The the showmanship. Yeah, I don't love that he's sitting on his bed. Even though I think with this track it kind of works, but I still think it could be better. Yeah, anyways, he's still performing it well. He's feeling it, so yeah. And with the originality, yeah, I would say it's fairly original. It's like for me, it's like giving chart vibes. I can really imagine this playing on the radio and yeah, being stuck in everybody's ear. Okay, so yeah, very cool one. Big ups to Nosk. Let's go to Miat, I think so you pronounce it. Maybe read some chat. I like this one. This one is very nice. Yeah, I think that's the best way to describe this. It's like you hear this and it's just a cool song, like a good piece. And no matter how I score this, I really appreciate that many people just do what they like instead of trying to fulfill a score sheet or like think to themselves, oh, I have to get in, whatever. I think once you do what you like and you do like you really do the music you want to do with the Loopstation, no matter if it's drops or whatever, I think that's the best you can do. Where's Taco? There was some question in my comments as well, asking me why Taco got disqualified. I gotta be honest, that's not my decision to make. I've heard about the stuff and the issue going on with the intros. I'm not gonna comment on this because I'm not, I don't know all the sides. I can just tell you I'm only judging what I have on my score sheet, unfortunately. And if somebody got disqualified because of reasons, it's very sad, and especially because I know Taco. He's like he did rapping on one of my tracks. I would have liked to judge his wildcard as well. I unfortunately cannot do this. Yeah, I heard it with the intro one day later. I know they made some rule changes this year, and people got into trouble. But yeah, again, I'm not gonna comment on this. Maybe after the whole thing, but for now I'm just gonna judge the wildcards that are in my score sheet, and yeah, unfortunately Tacos isn't in there. Mirza, as far as I know, is in my score sheet. He's, I think, qualified. Yeah, that's all I gotta say to this for now. Sorry guys. Okay. So let's go for Miat.
Yo, what's up? This is Miat, and this is my Wildcard for the GBB 2026 World League Loopstation category. Yeah, okay, let's go.
Whispers in the dark, calling out my name from the echoes of the past. All the twisted little screams, yeah, they're driving me insane. Can you hear them too? Steps are hollow.
Okay. All right, let's get into it. I liked the last drop for sure from the sound design. So let me check one more thing. I like the idea he used here with the high pass filter when he's singing and then bringing it back. I think it could have been executed a bit better, but I like it in general. Okay, so technicality. I like the sound design, and it's also consistent, but I would say it could be a lot cleaner. Like frequency balance-wise, I think in some of the drops, I feel like the bass is just too loud. Like it kind of, like the drums get drowned out a bit. Yeah, and I think I think mixing wise this could be improved for sure. Okay, but still the sound design is pretty cool. Musicality, I think structure-wise, I like his ideas, but I feel like some of the transitions could be done better, so the drops hit more. Performance-wise, I think it's decent. Originality is unfortunately where I'm like with this delay tech rhythm dubstep kind of thing, where you like sequence the drums and then you record the synth and then you switch the bank, and it's kind of, yeah, it's getting a bit repetitive at this point. And especially if you have if the track doesn't have any other features that are like super unique, I feel like it's lacking in that department. So unfortunately, I have to be harsh with this. Yeah, but still, never heard of him before. Cool wildcards. I like the setting, and overall, good job. Okay, let's go with Urchin next.
Für 100
Nope. Right, video not loading.
Hello, my name is
now.
Urchin from the UK, and this is my wildcard for the GBB Loopstation category 2026.
System malfunction. Break. System malfunction. Break. System malfunction. Break. System malfunction. Break. System malfunction.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. So always making me happy. Okay. Sick. Okay, let's get to my think with my sheet. That will be easier. Okay, let's start with technicality. So sound design is cool. I like it. I think the basses sound nice and complex. Like there are a lot of different textures he's doing, and that's cool. I think it could be cleaner. I don't know what it is with the drums, but it sounds kind of compressed at some point. Sometimes they get drowned out a lot by the bass and sometimes not. Also, there's one thing with the drums I noticed. I really like this snare. And then the second one is just the or it feels like it. And this is, I don't know, it kind of threw me off because I really like the first snare and then because it's super crisp, like and then the second one is just the so yeah, something I noticed. Yeah, I think the mix is in some parts a bit like in the drops it's fine, but I think in the parts in between it's a bit weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just very loud and gets kind of compressed down, or at least it feels like it. But yeah, I think there's some room for improvement there. In terms of complexity of the drops, it's cool. Yeah, coming to the next point, I think musicality. I think structure-wise, this track could be improved as well. But I like the ideas. I also like the identity. I wish he would have done this more with the like system malfunction or like made a whole story out of the track. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, I think in some parts a bit repetitive. And dynamically, there's just, yeah, I wish there was more dynamics in like the level, but I feel like this is also due to the master or the compression of the entire thing. I'm not sure. Okay, performance. Yeah, the camera angle. It's not for me. I know people have different options for this, or like different opportunities with people they know and camera and stuff. But I wish he would have put more effort into this. Yeah, unfortunately. Originality wise, I think it's fairly original. I'll give it to him. Okay, nice. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to Toxic. There was the question in the chat how long I'm gonna do. I'll see. The least I will do today is 1 to 3 more. Maybe I'll do more, but I have to go at some point. And then for the last stream, I'll have like 15 or 16 more remaining, and I think that's a good, for every stream, that's a good amount of wildcards I'm watching without getting, tired with my ears. I think I like this, this rhythm that I'm doing right now.
Yo, my name is Toxic, and this is my wildcard for the GBB 2026 Loopstation category.
GBB. Jump.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Just as I felt like, okay, maybe the track is getting a bit repetitive or stale, I think the last drop really really put everything together. Was very cool energy wise and a good switch, I would say, the techno type of switch. All right. Yeah. Let's see how I score this. Okay, so sound design, very nice. Very good. Not much for me to criticize. There was only one part in the first drop, the beginning of the first drop. I don't necessarily like it in terms of where the filters are placed. In the first part of the drop, I think it feels a bit off. And now this part is really sick. There it works perfectly with the, I don't know if the filter is still on there, but there this rhythm perfectly works. Before, I'm not that convinced, but this second part of the drop is super sick. Yes, really nice, really nice. Yeah, the second drop also hits very well. Yeah, and overall, it's very clean. So I think technicality wise, it gets a good score. Musicality, I think it has good structure. Maybe some parts where it feels a bit repetitive, but in general, I think very, very consistent and very nice. Also like his, his, I would say, rapping or like commentary, something in between. Like Burn the Venue Down. I was like, all right, bro. But in general, I think the track has very good energy. So yeah, musicality wise, also good score for sure. Performance, I think the performance is nice. The video is also quite cool, so that adds a lot for sure. And originality wise, it's definitely original, I would say. So yeah, very good wildcard. And let's move on with, we have LFO. Okay. GBB producer Vice Champ. Let's see what he brings.
Yo, this is LFO and this is my white card for Benbeat 2026 Loopstation category.
Thumbs up. Okay. Yeah. What can I say in terms of being unique and original? LFO is crazy. Yeah, what the hell is that? But in a positive way. You know what I mean? It's like this switch and this orchestral drum is so cool. It's weird in a way. I would say it's a bit weird, but in a good way if you understand what I mean. It's like it's such an unorthodox structure to me, but he makes it work. So in terms of originality, this gets a lot of points. In terms of showmanship, I wish I could give more, but the fact that like the setting is cool for the track, but the fact that he's sitting and barely looking at the camera is concerning, unfortunately. I'm usually not that big on like performance with these videos because I know that showmanship also comes on stage. It's not just for the video, but with this type of stuff, yeah, I think like everyone else is like performing very, very well in my opinion, or like decent, and I think this stands out. Like, yeah, mainly the fact that he isn't really looking at the camera too much because he has to press a lot of things. Trust me, I've been there. I know why, but yeah, I have to be harsh on this. Musicality wise, it's beautiful. There are some choices where I'm like not sure if I love it in terms of the melodies, but it's so unique. So it's just him, and yeah, you cannot deduct too much there. So musicality also gets a quite high score, I would say. And technicality, the mix is nice. There are some parts where I think it sounds a little bit thin, but overall the sound design is very unique, very cool. Yeah, the mix down works, I would say, and it's super complex. Obviously, we don't have to argue with this. So it also gets a decent score here for sure. Okay, so that's, yeah, I think I'm happy with this score for LFO. Okay, so let's do Unhinged, and afterwards I'll have to see if I can do more, but maybe this is gonna be the last. Let's see. Yeah, very, very cool. Yes, let's continue.
Yo, what's up? It's Unhinged from the USA, and this is my wildcard submission to the GBB 2026 Loopstation category. Let's get it.
Okay, sorry, I need to pause real quick. Yes, let me answer this. Okay. All right.
Loopstation category. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Y'all ready? Okay. Bitches weren't even in my placement. Y'all just straight up invaded. To be honest, your loop should be taken. You didn't ask by saying go back to the basics. I'm basically saying that you should restart if you wanna go big. How ironic it is that you're about to get snapped by a twig while I snap on you bitches. Trying so hard to be different now. Flipping out, boy, what you tripping about? I'm about to be gold, not milking it. Fucking hero on my villain shit, rare when I'm grilling it. Flame grilled, fuck with Unhinged and you get killed. Don't enter this shit unless you got skill. Do you feel shame? Do you feel thrilled? Or do you feel the flame? Fuck. Y'all get it? Yeah.
Nah, fuck it, I revive the crowds. I'm a necromancer, I'm the only motherfucker that be reppin' New Hampshire for damn sure. I'm not taking your slander, I'll put you in the ground as deep as the amber. A rock hard like granite, yelling on the mic, my presence demanded. Getting whittled down and sanded, punchlines and roll the punch with the accuracy always landing. If I can't, I'll fit a bar and I just cram it, just can't you understand it? Bitch, and why you gasping? I feel like Patrick Shaw telling you to firmly grasp it. Need a sixth sense to know what happened. When it comes to competition, the people's all I imagine. I made it, make way, this my entrance. Creating stairways for my ascension. Please pay attention to my final sentence. This will make you learn and buy a lesson. What? What? Yeah, I put an H up on the big stage. Yeah, y'all know what I came here to do? US champ for a reason. Fuck y'all.
First take. All right. That's a flex. Okay. Yeah. Very unique in the Loopstation realm. I think we can all agree on this. So I think I want to start with originality for sure. Yes. Very original for the loop realm. Like nobody else is doing that type of track. Showmanship, it's cool. Like he's feeling it, and he's performing. He's enjoying it. Yeah, definitely good performance points. Musicality. So I think the switch is super cool, but I think.
Now fuck it, I revive the crowds. I'm a necromancer.
I wish it was introduced in a different way. Because
now,
I think the second part, the beat just doesn't hit as much as the first. That's why it doesn't work the way I wish it would. Because the idea is super sick. I like the idea, and it makes I think Taco did this in one GBB Wildcard, and it was also super cool. So yeah. But I think, yeah, musicality. Also, I think some of his, as far as I can tell, some of his rapping.
That you should restart if you wanna go. I'm about to be gold, not milking it. Fuck a hero on my villain shit, rare when I'm grilling it. Flame grilled, fuck with Unhinged and you.
Flow-wise, I think there are some parts that could be a bit tighter, but I gotta be honest, I'm not a rapper, so I'm not gonna be super harsh on this. Just something I noticed. Technicalities, unfortunately, where I have to be a bit harsher. I think the snare is cool. I wish it was more like maybe like a bit of pitch, because especially in this part, the drums are really weak, and I think the bass is kind of overpowering everything. And even though the last part here, the idea is sick, it just doesn't really hit the way it should. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to be a bit harsher on this. Other than that, very sick. As we know from Unhinged, like his rapping, I like that he brings this type of stuff. It's super unique. Yeah. So I think, let me see if I can do one or two more. Let me see in my list who is next. Okay, I have Mark, Sora, Sima, so all the guys from Japan, which I would love to watch in the earlier parts of the day, so they can watch the judging live. Yeah, I mean, let's do Mark, and maybe let's do Sora, and then call it a day. I think we can do that. Let's go. Some edits with the Japanese loopers like yesterday. Okay. Oh, oops, I didn't switch the scene. Oops. All right, let's go. Sora is a good one to end. I'm gonna be a judge of that. Anyways.
Yo, it's Mark, and this is my wildcard for the GBB 2026 Loopstation. Let's go. いきます。Let's go.
Mara mara, mara mara, 冷めないで。まだまだ、まだまだ、このままで。朝焼けが滲んだ、まぶたの裏を湧く消えてゆく。夢の記憶、あともう少しだけ、このままで。窓海の中で揺れてたい明日のことなど忘れてさただ落ちて落ちて
Okay. Nice. I think this one is pretty cool. I'm not so sure about the second vinyl flick. But yeah. Okay, let's go with Mark. So, I think this was definitely one of the grooviest, bounciest wildcards I've heard. Like, the beat is very tight, like, good timing, and yeah, it's cool. It's very vibey. You can dance to it very well. The sound design is, I would say, quite basic, or like more basic, but it works. It's very consistent. I would say it's clean. And yeah, complexity-wise, there is a lot of stuff happening for sure. So I think it gets a good score in this department. Musicality-wise, I think the composition, it works. It's I feel like there is some room for improvements in terms of like the engagement. The track is a vibe for sure, and you can bounce to it, but it's taking, I think, a bit time, and like it's not this big wow moment in the track, which, to be honest, not every track needs that. But I think, yeah, you could do, like, if he works on this track more in terms of a live set, I think he could do some more things with the crowd, or in terms of like engagement. Still, yeah, the groove is pretty nice, and yeah, also gets decent points. Showmanship, he's feeling it. I wish he wasn't sitting, but yeah, kind of the same point. And originality-wise, I think it's quite unique. At least like with this wildcard from last year, I recognize his style for sure. Yeah, it's pretty bouncy. I think it gets a decent score in that department as well. Yes, so yeah, good job, Mark. Yeah, he fun story. He last year I gave him feedback on his wildcard, and this year he asked me if I can do it again. I was like, I wish I could, but of course I couldn't because I'm judging this. But yeah, anyways, super nice guy, and I'm happy for him. Nice wildcard, good job. Okay, I think let's end it with this one, with Sora. And yeah, then I'm gonna leave it like this for today. And then tomorrow, or like Tuesday, I'm gonna announce this later on. I'm gonna do the rest of them. Okay, so let's just try and jump right into it.
Hi, I'm Sora, and this is my wildcard for GBB 2026 World League Loopstation category.
Just real quick, I've seen a snippet of this from the Beat City because I think it's the same wildcard. But anyways, yeah, just so you know. Okay. I have goosebumps. Like, literally, I've had goosebumps throughout this track. Wow. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's just jump right into it. This doesn't sound like a Loopstation track at all. Like, of course, a lot of people these days don't sound like it before, like this anymore. It sounds produced, but with him, it sounds like an instrument. The sound design is so good, and the composition as well. Wow. Okay, let's jump into it. Technicality, sound design, next level. Really so good, so realistic instrument sound, and then this super crunched drop. Like, maybe tiny bit too much for my personal taste, but I think it fits. It just works so well as a contrast next to the super beautiful guitar stuff. Yeah, it's super clean, consistent throughout the entire track, and frequency balance is perfect. Yeah, oh my god, like crazy. Musicality. There are some parts in the recording department. There was one part where I was like a bit. Like, he had this break at some point. And then again, like, it feels a bit. It's still interesting, but it feels a bit weird. Other than that, like the transition towards the chords, this is so good. Also, his vocal preset. Him singing in Japanese, yeah, great. It's so great. So musicality also super high. Performance, he's sitting, but with it, like, usually, you know, I'm harsh on this, but with this one, it's like very intended. The video is so good, and I think it works. I mean, it would also work if he was standing, gotta be honest, but still, his energy and vibe, and it's so emotional. I kind of wish he wouldn't cup the mic as much as he did, but still, wow, great performance. And originality, yeah, this gets crazy high score as well. Like, so unique. Holy moly. Yeah, gotta be honest, like, I've heard that this is great track, but obviously I tried to not get influenced too much, but this is, yeah, I'm so impressed because I've met Sora last GBB. I've heard his stuff. I knew that he was good, but I think this is next level. I think he outdid himself for sure, and yeah, it needs to be rewarded, in my opinion, with the scores for sure. Okay, guys. Yeah, what can I say? Amazing wildcard to end it off again. So yeah, for next stream I still have like, how many people left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15, I think, or 14. So slightly less than I did today, but I think it's a perfect amount. Yeah, end it off like this. I think that's the best way. And yeah, not much more to say. Thank you guys for watching. I will announce the next stream soon. I'm still not entirely sure if it's gonna be tomorrow or on Tuesday. Probably tomorrow. It's probably tomorrow, but I will still announce it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching and sticking with me. And yeah, big ups for everybody doing great wildcards like this. I really enjoy doing this. So yeah, see you guys next time, and peace.